This is how I made the homemade boat that I spent the night in the lake with. So basically, I've got loads of like equipment. So I've got some like wood, different types of wood. I've got some tools down here, different bits and bobs. Honestly, I'm no expert in DIY, but my friend's helping me. This is basically the starting diagram to what's eventually going to become a boat. I've never really done anything like this, so we'll see how it goes. My first time on the tools, it's looking pretty good. I'm enjoying this boat business. There we go. I think I've swallowed some wood. So we're just putting some screws in now, just to keep the two bits of wood like together in like a solid structure. So this bit of wood here is actually the sides and the bottom of the boat. Look how thin it actually is. I just find it quite mad how little materials going into building this boat. You can do a lot with a little, if you know what you're doing. So we've got all the main bits now ready to make the boat. It's finally starting to look like a real boat. There we go, look at this. So we nailed this bit of wood onto that bit of wood, and this just kind of keeps the structure. But look at it, so far so good. Right, first little sit in the boat. I do need to watch though, because we've got the sides of the boat here attached with like a bungee cord. So now to connect the boat together, I've got some wood glue, and I'm just going to glue this. And this is kind of the support for both sides of the boat. You can't have too much glue doing something like this. It's all about making sure the edge matches perfectly. So we're just putting some screws in there. So we're all screwed and glued. We just now need to wait for the glue to dry on each side. So that's the end of day one. I'm going to come back tomorrow when everything's dry, so nothing breaks. So yeah, it's been good. I'm really surprised with how far we've come in just one day. It's day two of the boat build, and luckily all the glue has set really well overnight. You can see it all there. Some of it's spilt out, but the boat is stayed stuck together. The first job for today is to basically get these big bits of wood. They're really big. We need to bend them into this gap, so the wood kind of lines all the way around the outside, fits in these holes that we've made here, and goes through there. So we've glued and nailed the wood to the outside of the boat. The clamps are here to just keep it all together, because obviously the wood's been bent, so we don't want it to like spring off. There's just been lots of glue in today, and my hands are covered in glue. We've just had to use over 200 screws to screw all the way across the boat. Honestly, it took so long. Now it's time to start on the bottom of the boat. This is the bottom here, and we've got the boat on top, and we're just gonna get a pencil like this and just do like a rough drawing and just trace around the outside of the boat like this. I'm sticking the bottom of the boat on now. Here we go. There we go, the bottom of the boat is on. Hopefully it sticks. I'm going to put some nails in the side as well, just to make sure it's extra tight. Leave this to dry overnight and we should be good. It does look a little bit like a coffin at the minute. Hopefully it doesn't end up being my coffin. It's day 3 of the boat build, and the first job of today is to fill in any little holes that we can find. I've got this like little sealant here, so I basically just paint on like this. So there's like a really big hole there. So I just need to cover that in this stuff, and it'll dry, and it'll just stop any water getting through the holes. I'm so impressed though with how it's coming on so far. Like, just every day, just the improvement's brilliant. I think most of the holes are now filled in. I've went all along this line. I've accidentally covered my hands in the sealant that we used. It's not coming off. I've been trying, I've been washing my hands. Luckily my hands aren't stuck together. So we're putting 2 wooden beams in, one there and then one here like this. We're going to glue and screw them so we can take out this bit of wood. This is only temporary, just so the boat holds its shape really. This is what this has been doing. That'll come out, and these will just take all the shape so the boat stays nice and curved and boat shaped. It's day 4 of building the boat, and today's job is to cover the boat in yacht varnish. Yacht varnish basically just protects the outside and inside the boat from damages caused by water. So there it is. It makes it look more like a real boat. Like, it turns the wood into that like nice varnish colour. The boat's now completely covered in yacht varnish. I think it really finishes it all off. Looks really good. I just need to wait for that to dry and then get some paint on it tomorrow. It's day 5 of building the boat, and it's time to do some painting. The paint that I've chosen is like a bright pink colour. I just think it's gonna be really cool having like a funky pink boat. So I'm gonna absolutely cover it now. Right, let's start on the paint. I've been waiting for this day for so long. We're nearly there. There we go. Look at this. I actually love the colour, I can't lie. I think this is perfect. It's called Sweet Sunday. The boat's now finished and it looks amazing. Honestly, I am so happy with it. So I've decided to call it Pink Paradise. I just think it really fits the vibe of the boat. And on this side, I have put Matthew's boat Honestly, I've just loved building the homemade boat. It's just been really fun. Like, I've learned so many new things while building it as well. Like, oh, honestly, my homemade boat, I just can't wait now to get it in the water. Hopefully it floats. That is the main thing. Hopefully it floats.